What's going on, guys? And welcome to a new Halo Infinite update. Now, this Halo 343 have just released, or have done in the past couple of days, this massive update to the state of Halo Infinite and the improvements they've made since the July reveal. Now, this document is huge, so for the sake of time, I'm only going to go over the main parts of this update, mainly the images that we see. But I'll leave a link in, for the update in the description of this video so you can look at it later if you want. However, before we start this video, as always, I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by October 2021. So if you are new around here and you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. That would be great. Thank you. Now, first things first, I do, right at the top of the update, Joseph Staten, who's the one who's, I think, is like the community, like, director or community manager for Halo Infinite, has officially said that Halo Infinite is officially releasing fall 2021. And then it was later rumored, but not officially confirmed, I don't think, that it will release November 15th, 2021, which is the 20th anniversary of Halo CE and Halo itself. So if that is true, that would be amazing. So, then, shortly afterwards, we get a screenshot of a multiplayer map that is still work in progress, but to me, it looks so much better than I was expecting, and 100 times better than what we saw in the July reveal. However, while it does look much better, it still doesn't look next-gen. It still looks very current-gen. That being said, however, I understand there's still a lot of work in progress that the team need to do, and it is still a work in progress image, and 343 have another year to get this working right. Now, this first image, and many others, but I'll get to that a bit later, look very much like Halo 3 if it were to be remastered, which I'm totally up for. Also, judging by this image, there are a lot of small crates dotted around, which could indicate that the grapple climb, which is that we see in Halo 5, where you sort of get to climb up onto different ledges, is coming back in this game, which I'm not complaining about. You can also see at the bottom area of the map, there's an armor ability, which looks like Cloak, which seems to be another feature that'll be returning in this game, which I'm very hyped for as well. Then we move on to the rocket launcher, the next image, which is of a rocket launcher, and this one is the Spanker one from the classic games and Halo 5. And again, I have to say I'm really impressed with the weapon detail on this model, and it's so much more than what we saw from the weapons in the gameplay demo in July. However, I'm not a massive fan of the orange accents, but I think what is going to happen is there's going to be weapon skins, so we can change it if we want to, and judging by the screenshots we get a bit later on, it very much seems the case, so I'm very happy about that. The same goes for the sniper rifle, which is the next image, and again, it's got lots of detail, really good design, and really also, while it's got a really nice design, I'm very interested in the environment these weapons are in. It looks like a hologram table, and then the Sparta leaning on the side. Now, maybe this is going to be where you can change your loadouts and customization. However, if this is a hologram table, is this how we're going to see your weapons? And if it is, it's going to irritate me just a little bit, because holograms don't actually look like actual models of what they're displaying. It's like blue with, like, you know, hologram jitters and stuff like that. So again, maybe they will change it, and maybe this isn't actually where you see your customization. Maybe it is just like a model showcase, maybe, I don't know. But maybe they'll change that later. We then see another image of a multiplayer map, and it's the same one as before, but from a different angle. And again, I like I said before, it looks really good. However, it still feels like it looks very current gen. And at the moment, rather than it being next gen, but again, like I said before, it's still very work in progress, and they have much more time to make improvements ahead of November 2021. They also go into some detail about how they managed to improve the look of the game post-July, by adding better quality of global illumination, ambient occlusion, shadows, volumetric lighting, sky and atmosphere. Now, this is what I was saying before. I don't think the job that they had done with the environment was necessarily bad per se, but because of the mechanics and the texturing being so far back, and those two things being two major components in making a game look good, they weren't there. But now they've improved it and have made it so much better, and where they're up to now is what I could call acceptable standards, even if there's still a lot more work to do. Then we get to look at the customization, and I can tell you I'm really impressed by the way these look. The first one, for example, is called Scorpion Punch. It's very basic as far as the coating goes. Like, all you really got is just some accents on the arms, and then a bit on the top of the helmet. But by God, this armor looks incredible. It still looks a little plasticky in parts, but they've definitely made an improvement on them since we saw the other armor coatings from before that basically look like action figures. Then we move on to my favourite of this lot of armor coatings, called Watchdog. Not only because do you see much more detailed armor here, but you also see the AR he's holding is significantly better detailed and colorization. It looks much more better than the AR we saw in July. Now, it looks a little shiny, especially around the top near the gun barrel, but that could just be from the lighting rather than the textures themselves. The next one is called Splintered Desert, which is essentially just camo. There isn't much to say about this one aside from the SMG he is holding, which means that the weapon is confirmed to be seen in the game, which is really nice to see as well. The next one, Noble Defender, is actually pretty interesting. It is essentially George's armor, but slimmer than George himself. But this one being called Noble Defender makes me think maybe it's a hint to see Noble 6 in Infinite. Maybe not. And the final one is another variation of the Watchdog armor coating, but this time with a different armor and a BR. Again, very impressed with the way this looks. Now, something I was thinking about whilst looking at these armor images is it looks very Call of Duty-esque. Think about it. They look like they're in a hangar. There are weapon crates and warthogs in the background, and the poses that the Spartans have look like those you would find in a Call of Duty game. So maybe they are taking some inspiration from Call of Duty when it comes to the multiplayer and the UI screen, which I'm not against at all if they are. And finally, my most favourite piece from this update is the final image. Now, I looked at this and thought, oh my god, if this is what Halo Infinite is going to look like at launch, all my worries are now over. But then I saw above, and I apologise straight away because I'm going to butcher his name, but you see above the actual image, but this concept art by Martin Deschambault. Again, I apologise, I probably just butchered his name, but you get the point. But yes, that's right. This is in fact concept art, and the game is going to look much better than this when it comes to release. So after this update, I feel the majority of my concerns from July have been comforted. However, there are a couple of issues, but seeing as though there's still a year to get them sorted and get those small little problems and get it polished, it doesn't stop me from getting hyped for this game. And considering again they have a year to finish this game, I am really excited to see where they end up in 6 months' time. So that is about what we have time for in this Halo Infinite video here. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Again, it's just going over the update. I think they're doing another one in January, February time, I think. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but if they are, I will cover that over briefly as well. But I did just want to go over this update and just share with you my thoughts on how much the game has progressed. I'm actually very, very excited for this game, and I'm very hyped for what they've shown us so far and what they are going to show us. Maybe like in July in 6 or 7 months time when we get to E3 again. I'm just so excited to see. Maybe they'll show us a remaster of the gameplay that we saw before, but this time a bit more extended. But I'm just so happy with the way this game is come from like 6 months ago. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for more awesome gaming information content. If you tell me your thoughts about this update in the description below, there will be a link to the actual update itself, because again, I would be here for like an hour talking about this update if I was to go over everything in the update itself. But again, like I said at the start of the video, we are trying to get 1,000 subscribers by October 2021. So if you are new around here and you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. That would be great. That would mean a lot. Thank you. So having said all that, hope you guys have enjoyed. I shall see you all later. Bye.